If you're wondering, it's because I have nothing to say. Hmm? What even? Why can that happen? How? Whatever. It's 11 minutes. I'm hearing a weird sound. It sounds like squeaking. Yeah, getting me to make a live stream is the only thing that will ever make me animate. Apparently. Because I do nothing else on my channel. Hopefully this doesn't get copyrighted because there's a radio in the background, even though I have no idea what song it's playing. Water. Time to look at the chat. Nothing in the chat. There's nothing in the chat. Dancing by moving back and forth a tiny bit. Don't know how that counts as dancing. I don't know what to do. Except animate. Because I feel like I don't know what to animate, even though I know exactly what's going to happen within the next 3 seconds of the animation. But I don't know what's going to happen besides that. I feel like it just said 7 people were watching for like half a second. Don't know why I'm making her do this extremely complicatedly instead of just moving the chair forward. She has to walk backwards a few steps to sit in the chair. Oh wait, I forgot those were supposed to be. What was that sound? I heard snapping. Oops. Okay, now they're actually gonna move the chair forward. Wow. Chair forward moving. They have to reach the chair to move it, even though their hand was basically already on the chair. Oh. That's what the chair is. just a random thing mentioned because no one is watching, like, all the... Wait, no, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say sing, too. Why are they using old songs and sing, too? I just realized this desk looks extremely deformed. Like, what is this part? Why is it like that? Meh. Whoops. Does that mean that there would be this here to make it kind of look symmetrical? Probably. Why does everything look weird? I feel like everything looks weird. Like this. Why are there bumps everywhere? Deformed trash can that I'm going to fix to make it less deformed. What does inadvertent mean? Like, does it mean unintentionally? Like, it sounds like it means when you, like, aim something in the wrong place or something. I don't know why I think it means that. I don't know why it sounds like it means that. I keep getting surprised there's one thing in the chat, but I was the person who made that. Deformed door? Wait, I want to see how this looks so far. That looks good. No! Just saying that was not sponsored. Also, I selected live stream and I can see this. I can move it too. Didn't know I could until just now, but I can move it. Can I move this? Yes, oh, I can. Wow. Okay, so, you know, I'm live because I have this, but I don't know how I can pause the live stream. How does that make any sense? I don't know, but I'm gonna put the chat up here. No, wait, I'm not. You know, I'm gonna put the chat here. No. Oh, come on. It can't go up anymore. Why? Oh, come on. Okay. Oops. Oops. Okay. Still don't know how to use sounds. I'm gonna see if I can use sounds. Yes, I want to add a sound. Come on. What am I supposed to do? It's sound lock. It's sound lock, sound. What do the sounds mean? How do I add one? What? I don't know. What does that mean? This is very glitched because I already said something. It's just not letting the send thing disappear. Oh, there's random stuff over here. Wait a second. There was nobody watching that whole time. I glanced at how many people are watching all the time, and I never saw anyone named Rebecca Thornton watch. I mean, I can't see who is watching. I can just see how many people are watching, but I never saw anybody watch. Like, I don't know why the say something button is still at the bottom of my screen. How do I get rid of it? I don't know, but I guess I'm just gonna animate like this, with a tiny bit of my screen gone. That was annoying. I didn't want it to make me type something. They need to move it further for it to actually look like I'm moving the chair. But you can see that the chair moved, but you probably wouldn't think that they were moving the chair. Yep, still nobody watching. Still don't know who Rebecca Thornton is. Volphil. Voful. Whatever. Okay, that's better. Wait, if I turn it back on, will the thing be gone? Yeah, 4. Yeah, I was one of those. Okay. Moving comments. No, wait. Just remembered I can't put it there. But yeah, I found a way to get rid of that, so yay. That's cool. Moved the chair. Now they're going to sit in the chair. Now when people sit in chairs, they're usually a little higher than they usually would be if they weren't on a chair. Because the chair is a little higher than the floor. Math with Insano Orange. I have just located a weird looking thing that might have once been a bug, and it might be a bug corpse. So I'm moving. I would have never guessed this would be satisfying. Okay. You don't know what I'm talking about. Touching paint. not wet paint. It's not wet paint. It's paint that has just dried, so it's like squishy and movable, and that's how it's fun. I feel like feet are too small. Feel like that's too big. Okay. If anybody is hacking this live stream to watch it without it saying it's watching it, then tell me something to draw. I don't know what I mean. I don't know if I mean in the animation or in real life. Like, I want to paint something. Because I don't have much motivation to make this because I need to listen to music, but I'm not listening to music because I'm live streaming. And if I played music, not only would you know what kind of music I listen to, but you would also know that the video got copyrighted, because it would have. Now I'm gonna drink water. When water tastes stale. Don't know why the water tastes stale, but it does. I don't even really know what that means. It just doesn't taste like normal water. And it tastes different in a way that I don't like it. Okay, something scared me. It was a bug. But anyway, not the kind of bug that I'm animating at all. Because actually, no, I don't want to say that. Anyway, oh. Yes, if there are any hackers watching, I would like them to know that no, I'm not going to say that. I would like them to know that I have no valuable things in my household. And then you're like, well, then they're gonna be like, oh, okay, so that means that they have valuable things in their household. Well, it's up to your interpretation whether I have valuable things in my household or not. I could be lying, or I could be telling the truth. I could be lying so they don't come, or I could be telling the truth so they don't come. Who knows? It's kinda confusing. This looks kinda weird. It should be shaven. What are you talking about? I'm talking about, an arts and craft that I did. In art and craft I did. Okay, I'm gonna basically say what it is. So there was a circle. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what kind of circle. Because you could get the wrong interpretation from it, but it's a circle. Okay, the circle, I like painting those kinds of circles. So I got one of those circles and I painted it purple. Yeah. Just making it look better. But that actually looks worse. Never mind. So, oops. Okay, so the circle, painted it purple. Purple circle. And then I put, like, glitter stuff on it. Okay, I'm basically saying what my household contains, but I only have like 58 subscribers. No, wait, I have 56, never mind. How many of those people could... What's the probability of one of those people actually being a robber who knows where I live? Probably very low. So I guess I'm just gonna keep talking about it. So, I put the sparkles on it. the sparkles were like colored smaller circles that I put on the circle. Okay, it's a purple circle with smaller circle confetti thingies on it. Okay, so just imagine like that, but I put way too much glitter on it. And all the glitter makes it so that you can't see any of the other steps I did. It just looks like one of those circles I paint on, but covered in way too much glitter. I don't know if this is an appropriate arm size. Probably isn't. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. But not too much smaller. Yes, I'm just basically erasing everything because I'm too lazy to make the eraser smaller. Might as well have erased the entire hand with just the hand and nothing else being erased, because that would be cool. That's too small. Need it to be bigger. This whole time, I haven't seen a single person watch the live stream. The only sign that somebody watched the live stream is this Rebecca Thornton person. And I have no idea why they said fall feel. What does fall feel mean? Rebecca Thornton. Fall feel. I don't know. Wait, do I really want to say that? I guess I do. So I don't know why in cartoons, when people like forget to eat breakfast or something, their stomach always rumbles extremely loud. Like, no stomach rumble is ever that loud, especially if you only forgot one meal. I think that's an arm size. Yes, it looks like an arm size, but it shouldn't be this far out. And I just remembered it needs to be fully in the screen. No! I missed, like, barely a part of the arm. So I need to redo the whole thing. But, like, no matter how much I miss the arm, if it's any at all, we'll have to do some cleanup. And even if it's not at all, it's moving around other stuff. So I'll have to replace the other stuff it was in front of before that was replaced with the arm that is now moved to a different place. Okay, she's not sitting yet. Doesn't look like she's sitting. The main part of the sitting animation, the almost main part of the sitting animation, which is the sitting part, is the thing I haven't been doing this whole time. Because I'm getting distracted with random other things, like painting a circle purple and putting way too much glitter on it. Oh yeah, I never told you what color the glitter was. Well, even if you were a robber, you wouldn't find any, because I'm out of the glitter. I have no more glitter. I actually do. Anyway, like, the glitter bottle is empty. But anyway, the color of the glitter was pink. Because it's the only kind of glitter I had. But now I don't have any. Don't know know why I'm enunciating. I want to move. As I said earlier, I got scared by a bug in my house, and that means that bugs can get in my house, which means that I should move. What is this on the floor? Oh, okay. What is this on the floor? What is it? It's a snake! No! Okay, I don't... Am I going insane? That's yours to decide. Don't think I am. Because I do this every day. But anyway, that probably broke your ears. Uh... So, oh yeah, what I was gonna say before was, you know you've gone insane when you start touching plastic instead of doing the main thing you're supposed to be doing. Even though I haven't gone insane. Here's proof I haven't gone insane. 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's proof I'm not insane. I don't know how else to prove I'm not insane. How else do you do that over audio only? Are we going to be live streaming for 3 hours? Who knows? Probably not. But talking to myself is fun, even if nobody's watching. I never make their horn things that sharp. They're always kind of round. Like this, it used to be like this. Like that's a flipping round edge. This is a kind of pointy edge, but how to make the edge pointier is to do this. Now that's a pointy edge, but you don't need it to be a pointy edge. And I don't want it to be a pointy edge either. Either. Yes, I was supposed to be saying either, not either. So they jumped up to get on the chair, also not sponsored by that half-second long ad. Oh yeah, now I remember why I sat up from where I'm sitting, because I saw a weird-looking thing that could have been a bug once in its life. Its life that's probably over. I don't know. I was anyway, so I'm gonna say it, even though it's public. Who would watch 39 minutes into this? I don't know, maybe myself. I watch my own videos sometimes. Most of the time, actually, because what else am I supposed to watch? I feel like everything else in the world is just boring videos. Like, I feel like I've watched every video to ever exist. Don't you just hate it when you've been watching a YouTuber for like 2 years, and ever since the first time you were recommended a group of their videos, YouTube has always recommended that same group of their videos to you. Like, I'm getting recommended videos from 2018 from this person I watch. Why? Dude, they have new videos. You don't have to do this. But anyway, I'm supposed to make them sit on the chair. Okay, they're gonna move a little closer to the... No. Okay, they're gonna move a little closer to the chair now. Avengers Endgame. A movie that I'm not up to date with the series of, but still want to watch anyway. Because it sounds cool. Maybe it is cool. Who knows? Probably is. Because people get really mad when they're spoiled of it. I have nothing else to say anymore. I've talked about, like, everything. Also, yep, I'm saying also right after I'm saying I talked about everything, because I'm just gonna... I only talked about this thing because I looked at it, and I don't think I could talk about. And that thing I looked at was a wristband that said, I'm an NYC Vax champ. Now you know where I live! I should end the live stream before I ruin things even more. What it actually said was I'm a Canadian Vax champ. Okay, that's where I really live, so... you know... Now you really know where I live, which is horrible. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Like, that's not what the wristband actually says, by the way. I was just saying where I lived, because that's not where it says. It says a different place that isn't where I live, that isn't Canada. It says a different place. But that place is where one of my relatives lived. And they had the wristband. So yes, I am in Canada. My address is not saying it, obviously. But anyway. I still don't know what I'm doing. I should be making them sit down. But they aren't sitting down. And here should be chair leg. So. Now they're gonna go down again. Wow. Oops. Too late. Can't take the tiny piece of the chair back now. you know, I'm just not gonna move it like that. I'm gonna make them sit down now. Wow, finally. Also, you may have been wondering like 1,000 years about what I meant by the almost main part of the sitting animation wasn't sitting. Like, the almost main part of the sitting animation was sitting. Like, if that's almost main, then what's the main part? Well, I may do it, but I don't know, because I've been procrastinating actually animating for like 2 years. I hire people to animate for me, so when they're like, OMG, Insano Orange, please actually animate yourself, then I'm just like, no. But then they're like, please, we're extremely overworked. Even though they slack off all the time, so I'm just like, ugh, fine. Also, I'm not actually like this. That entire thing was a joke. How the heck am I gonna get professional animators to work for me? I never said they were professional, but how am I gonna get animators to work for me when I only have 56 subscribers? Also, I was right. Talking about that one random thing did cause a chain reaction of 1,000 other random things I was talking to myself about. Also, if you're ever doing something and you're like, I really think this is gonna be the best thing ever, then don't be like that. Be like, this is gonna be the worst thing ever. Not because you want your self-esteem to be low, but because if you expect something to be better, and then it turns out to be par, then you're gonna be like, it's horrible. But if you expect something to be the worst thing ever, and then it's par, you'll be like, wow. That got way better than I expected. But then you're gonna remember that that's not what you expected, and then you're at the beginning of time. Yes, I was being very weird in the womb. How do you even do that? I don't know. I just was. I'm built different. How do I make it so it looks like she's actually on the chair? Who knows? Just gotta do this. Okay, don't think that looks like she's on the chair. Now that kinda looks like she's on the chair. But not really. Probably because all the parts are not separated. All the parts are separated. That's literally what I mean. But anyway. What does the old ball and chain mean? It basically just means an old style torture system. I think that's what it means. Yep, time for me to continue making the chair. Yep, chair making. Making chair that she is sitting on. She's sitting on it. Okay, just gonna keep doing this. Is there an easier way to do this? Probably. Do I know what it is? No. Am I gonna do it? Was I gonna do it if I found out what it was? Probably. But I'm not gonna find out what it is. Probably not anytime soon. But if I did, that would be a very good moment to catch on camera, because whenever I want tips for animating, I can just go back to this video and I'll be like, wow, forgot I could do that thing while animating. Thanks, past me. I'm going to say that this going to say that this place that I'm circling with the eraser is part of the chair. That's what the chair used to look like, which is why I'm doing it there. This looks like a spike poking a ball. I don't know. Okay, another ad happened. I don't know what else to do but animate, because I don't know what to animate. Except this chair animation, which I have already done the entire thing in my head like 5 times. Maybe 10 times. I feel like her head is too small, so I'm gonna make it bigger. You know, maybe I shouldn't do that. Oops. Okay. Now what else do I talk to myself about? Fashion trends. Because what the heck is wrong with having socks and sandals? I don't know. Dude. Like, what was I just talking about? I don't know. I got caught up in thinking about Toy Story. Not sponsored. Disney, don't sue me. Toy Story's not sponsored. Why would you sue someone for accidentally sponsoring you? That's just like if somebody accidentally sponsored me, I would just be like, yay, they're thinking about the thing I did or something. I wouldn't be like, I'm suing you for saying thoughts. Okay, that's too abrupt. So I'm going to make a keyframe, or I don't know what it's called. Where they're in the process of sitting. You know how, or, okay, I'm gonna make a small Toy Story theory, because people don't get sued for making theories or copyright claimed for just talking about something. Hey, Toy Story still not sponsored. But like, Toy Story 4, talking about Toy Story 4 by the way. So if you haven't seen it and you see the other Toy Story things, you should probably see it before this. How do people know that they, like, doesn't really make sense. Like, before a toy is finished being created, does God just go to them and he's like, oh, you're a toy and people play with you, and the people who play with you are called kids, and everyone else knows this. Now go into the world and be stuck in a shop for like 2 days before someone buys you. I don't know, it's a dance. It's a way better dance than the last dance. Because the last dance was just like these 2 frames or something. Like that little of a difference. No, I want to start it from the start of it. Yep. Adding that midway frame sure helped. It sure helped. I'm going to take this frame and I'm going to delete it to see what it would look like without that. To see if it would look any better. Yep, that doesn't look right. Wee. Monitor depression. You have no idea what I'm talking about? It's a thing. It's in a different language. That says D, and then it says depression. But the O has like a backwards comma on it. So it's monitor depression. Depression. I was talking about robbers earlier, even though, like, no one would want to rob me in the first place. No one who would be watching this would want to rob me. Unless Vorfeel means I'm on the run from the law, please help me, or something. But they wouldn't want to rob me. And I don't have anything valuable, and they don't know where I live exactly. They just know I live in Canada. Should have put hashtags on this. Oh well, who care? Who care? Who does care? I don't know. Okay, so they're gonna be sitting on the tree like this for a few frames. And now we need to delete the whole thing. Wait. I kept these frames for a reason. Wahaha. Maybe a little more sitting. Yeah, that's like almost good enough. Okay, that should be good enough. Yes. Useful. Why did you delete the chair, Orange? So that I could remake the chair at a different angle because they need to look at the computer screen. And I'm gonna make a version of this that's looking at the camera. Their just was much bigger before, so I need it to match the old one. That looks exactly like a blank slate, because it is one. If something is a blank slate, then it probably looks like one. Dun dun dun. Oh no, nobody knew that. The Illuminati's taking me away now, because it's a shocker. It's a shocker. I don't actually know what happens when I pause it, so you could have just heard what happened. Hope you didn't. Oops. That does not look good. Satisfy. Satisfying. Pro tip, the reason Horn is mad is not because they're looking for the Pelvondis. It's actually because I'm taking so long to animate her. Oops, not satisfying. You need to be satisfied even more now because I accidentally unsatisfied you. Which makes no sense. But let's say it does, so more satisfying. Even though that one didn't satisfy very much. I feel like their eyes are way too big, even though they're kind of normal size. I'm a believer that Hollow Knight people can close their eyes, but mostly because it makes animating make more sense, because if you can't do things with your eyes, how are you going to express yourself with your mouth? Well, you don't have a mouth, so how are you going to do things? Oh yeah, you're right. How are they going to do things? I prefer easiness over realism. No, no, just give me the stupid square back. Just make the eyes a little smaller. I feel like that's too small. Probably way too small, so I'm gonna make it a little bigger. Okay, that should be enough. But this leftover black stuff makes it look like she's been up all night and has bags under her eyes. I don't. Cancer ad. Cancer awareness. Raise cancer awareness. Even though everybody already knows about cancer, let's act like nobody does. For just 10 seconds. No, let's actually do it for an entire minute because that's how long this ad lasts. Going to consume more water. Yep, the water still tastes stale, like I was talking about earlier. Among Us? No. No one knows why I said that. It's because I looked at a thing that kind of looked like a Fall Guy. But Fall Guys people kind of look like Among Us people. What is that sound? I don't know. But I'm going to talk into a microphone that isn't recording this video. Hello. Okay, it doesn't work. I mean, it probably does work because it's still where I found it and not in a garbage can or locked away in a box. Okay, so here they're over here, and here I'm looking at the camera, and then the next frame is gonna be them looking. Wait, is gonna be them looking completely to the side. Wait, no, I'm supposed to take the chair. Darn it! I'm so used to only taking Hornet and not the chair that I forgot to take the chair. Yeah, they made them rotate proof. I think. How do I make it exactly look like it isn't deformed? The answer is delete it. But if you don't want to delete it, there's probably a really hard way that you wouldn't want to do because it's way easier to just delete it. You don't have to go through that. Just delete it. That could be a metaphor for life. But probably not. Also, there was supposed to be an extremely detailed spinning chair around animation, which was supposed to be the main part of the sitting down animation. Wow, finally answered your question. But flipping rotating ends up looking extremely not epic. It ends up looking kind of boring, I think. I think it looks kind of boring. Okay, it looks kind of normal. This is a real pants. You have no arms, then you have arms. You know, speaking of that, I should fix it. Her arms aren't twigs, though, so. Gotta make sure their arms don't look like twigs. Because they aren't twigs. And they're not supposed to look like twigs. They're supposed to look like blobs. You know, if I was Team Cherry, I would probably dislike people fighting over whether Hornet is void or not. Because if I develop a game, which I think I will, then I would probably forget to care about if they were made of void or not. So when people started debating it, I would just be like, darn it. I wish I made there a clear answer for that, so that people wouldn't argue about it. What's it gonna do to this arm? Oh yeah. Rotating Hornet. Okay. So now that she's in front over here, she's gonna move her chair forward a little. Her arm never moved from touching the chair to move it. So that means she can still move it fine. Wow, her legs are perfectly gliding away from the trash can. That's pretty cool. You know, I probably wouldn't have kept this as an actual frame if her legs weren't perfectly avoiding the trash can. You know, I'm not gonna keep it as the perfect frame. I'm gonna make her legs even closer to the trash can. Oh. Okay, now she can read stuff on the extremely tiny computer. Yep, I should probably do something about that. Too late alert? Probably. Wait, I want to make an animation of her, like, on the computer typing stuff. All I Want for Christmas Is You remix. Not really a remix, because they just added beats like and made it sound like this because they got like louder and quieter randomly, but actually in a beat. That's what they did. I don't want what for Christmas. There is just one thing I needn't. Now that her legs are way too close to the trash can, we get to make an animation of her kicking the trash can now. What we're actually gonna do is do an animation of her moving her hands up to the computer so that you can see how small the computer is even more. Okay, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a recap on things I talked about because the stream is ending. No. So, I talked about a painted bottle cap that I covered in way too much glitter. No, wait, I said it was a bottle cap and not a circle. I talked about a painted circle. Okay, I talked about a painted circle. It doesn't even matter. I'm acting like it matters a lot in my head when it doesn't at all. And I talked about me being insane and saying that I wasn't insane. I still don't think I was insane, by the way, but like, yeah. Then I talked about a painted circle. And then I talked about how I painted it too much, how I put too much glitter on it, that's what I meant. You know, I could just make that the thing on the chair instead of the tiny black dot thing that I don't like so much. If you're wondering how tall I am, I reach about halfway up to my own wall. And how tall is your wall? I don't know, dude. You expect me to measure my wall? I don't know. I don't know how tall my wall is. I don't know how tall my wall is. I don't know how tall my crawl is, and I don't know how tall my ball is. I don't know how tall my fall is. I don't know how... Oh, okay, time to continue doing the arm thingy. Yeah, so then talked about the painted circle, and then I talked about a wristband. And then I talked about the wristband being the wristband. Uh, no, wait, that's not what I was talking about the wristband. I just got distracted. I got distracted by touching like a dead corpse. But anyway, the thing I was gonna say was that, like, I talked about the wristband and how I lived in Canada and how when my relatives came over, who got vaccinated. Just kidding, forgot to say that the relative wasn't actually the one coming over, it was me coming to my relative's house. Okay. I'm gonna get this so I can animate the arms moving. Oh, yeah. Rap, bap, map, crap, sap, nap, map, trap, tap, nat, rat, mat, sat, sit, mit, knit, kit. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why am I saying rhymes? Yep, we're gonna seamlessly make her arm kind of grow. So there wasn't originally gonna be an animation to her putting her hands on the computer, but there might as well be one. because I need to talk about what I talked about or something. I don't know, dude. And I also talked about bugs in my house and wanting to move. Okay, she may write something on the computer within the next 10 years of my life. So, yeah, she may. She may type something on the computer. Ever. I would probably end up quicker if I wasn't talking and not listening to music and walking at the same time. Gonna start another rhyme streak. Talk, walk, mock, sock, chicken. That's a joke, by the way. Not saying it because I could get demonetized. I don't know if it would demonetize me. Probably not. Yep, I can say it because it means chicken. So, yep, something that rhymes with sock, mock, talk, walk is cock. But anyway, now that we are feeling awkward, I'm going to end the stream. Yes, 5-in-1 beauty care massager. What does that even mean? I am not telling you. Even the answer is even I don't know. Bye.